Chris Cottrell, glad to be back with you here. Late afternoon start time for the opening of the high school basketball season on the Rural Radio Network Western Conference Tournament. 16 brackets for both the girls and the boys. I'll be with you for all three games on KNEB.TV late afternoon into the, well, really it's going to turn into late in the evening. We've got start times of 4, 6, and 8 o'clock up first. We'll have Scottsbluff and Chadron on the boys' side. Then a boys match up with Alliance and Sydney. And we'll close things out with a girls' ball game as Scottsbluff takes on Alliance. As far as the radio coverage right here on 106.9 The Trail, that will be on with the game that's on the way here in just a few minutes. Tip number 1 at 4, and then the girls' game late. So we'll have both Scottsbluff games for you. Radio coverage, all three on KNEB.TV. Scottsbluff coming off a tremendous season last year in which they went 25-4, lost in the state semifinals to Omaha Roncalli for head coach Scott Golian. As for Chadron, their record a season ago was 11-12 for head coach Mitch Berry. And really, you heard Coach Golian talking about the lack of activities and work that these guys were able to get in over the summertime. Scottsbluff, in fact, had to take all of Thanksgiving week off, so they were not even allowed to practice last week as they kind of went on a moratorium as the school shut down for the entire week. So they had a little bit of a cram session trying to get back at it here early this week. So many names gone from last year's squad. Tremendous senior class: Josiah Diolas, Sam Clarkson, Jack Darnell, Sebastian Harsh, Quentin Scott, and then Dawson Moore, the team's second leading scorer from a season ago. Would have been a senior this year, transferred to IMG, the prep school down in Florida. So really, a ton of the scoring output needs to be replaced. Kellen Harris, Tyler Hari figure to be the guys looking to fill it up, and we're looking forward to getting things started here in just a few minutes. We'll have starting lineups still to come for you. I'll be with you all night long from our Logos broadcast booth here at Gering High. Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom made. That's at Logos, 1344 10th Street, downtown Gering. Both teams heading to their respective benches. We'll step away, come back. Might have the national anthem for you. Well, let's see kind of what they want to do as far as the timing of everything here. We'll stay with you for just a moment. We'll get you starting lineups, obviously, before opening tip. Scottsbluff looking to get off to a fast start, and they've got the early start here in the boys bracket for a Western Conference tournament. 3 games over at Scottsbluff High School. Up first on the girls' side, Chadron and Mitchell. Game 2 at 6, Sydney and Gering, a girls' game. And then the late ball game at 8 o'clock, it'll be Mitchell and Gering from Scottsbluff. Jeff Kelly's got all 3 on the TV side, and he'll have both Gering games for you on KMOR 93.3. They're on the PA announcement right now. Coach Golian visiting with his starting 5, and we can tell you that's going to be Isaiah Mendoza, James Bruner, Tyler Hari, Kellen Harris, and Tate Talkington. And limited fan attendance for tonight has been set to household members only. So we will step away. We'll get the playing of the national anthem and then come back with starting lineups right after this on the Rural Radio Network. for the Bearcats. Opening tip moments away. Always brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff, where it's always love at 425 degrees. Make sure you register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal there. Just a few minutes past 4 o'clock. The whistle blows, the ball's in the air, and the high school basketball season is underway. Kellen Harris, the sophomore, has the rock on this opening possession for the Cats. Talkington up top, right side wing. Hari, entry pass to James Bruner. Mid-range jumper, and Bruner gets the Cats on the board with their first 2 points of the season. Mid-range jump shot here on the right side wing. Dunbar cycles through. Now he pops out to the wing right side, gets the pass, dumps it down low to the right block. That's Alcorn. Out high with it, Chima. In traffic, shot nearly blocked, got rid of it to Province. Loose ball underneath, offensive rebound. Alcorn is fouled, and he'll get 2 shots at the line. Opening foul goes against Tate Talkington. So Justice Alcorn can't knock down the first. Score stays 2-0 here in the early going. Opening bucket of the game for Scottsbluff, scored by James Bruner. Alcorn misses both. Talkington grabs the board quickly into the hands of Kellen Harris, the lefty sophomore guard, younger brother of former Scottsbluff star Trent Harris. First shot of the season, left elbow for Kellen. Rims off long, and here comes Chadron quickly into the front court. Pull-up jump shot for Dawson Dunbar. Long rebound here to the near side corner, grabbed by Isaiah Mendoza. To James Bruner, and now Mendoza will handle it across the timeline. Mendoza dribbles left, a little bit of a crossover, has it poked away. First turnover of the game. Committed by Scottsbluff. Now they'll get it back. Couple of turnovers quickly back to back. Kellen Harris for Scottsbluff gives it off to Isaiah Mendoza. Bruner, now Hari, his first three-point attempt of the season, knocks it down, and Tyler Hari has the Cats' first triple of the year. They lead it 5-0. We've got 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. 3 games on the TV side tonight. Both Scottsbluff games also on the radio. 106.9 the trail. Block shot into the hands of Chadron. Unable to score. Now Chima launches. I think he had a foot on a line along too. Alcorn offensive board. Contact, can't score it. Second foul on Tate Talkington. Talkington picks up his second. Now Trace Travnicek will enter the game here. A 5-0 lead for the Bearcats, and Alcorn is now 0 for 3 at the foul line. Talkington sits with the 2 fouls. The 6'5 senior post player, Trace Travnicek, checks in. And Alcorn able to get that one to drop. He is 1 for 4 at the stripe. Harris, now Hari. Left corner, puts it on the deck. Pull-up jumper, rims out. Offensive rebound. Travnicek, shot block, whistle, foul. It's going to go against Alcorn, I believe, for Chadron. So Travnicek at the foul line. They'll give that foul to Xander Province, so that's his first. Travnicek gets 1 and 2. Checked out a couple of makes for Travnicek. A 7-1 lead for the Bearcats here out of the gate early. Nearly another turnover committed by Chadron. Inbounds for the Cardinals. Road black uniforms for Chadron here tonight. Dawson Dunbar Little dribble handoff action. Now Goran Chima. Chima picks up his dribble. Dangerous spot. Alcorn open. He'll shoot the three, misses long. And the rebound to Bruner. Isaiah Mendoza into the front court. Back to James Bruner. Bruner out high. Swings it left side. Hari. Cocks and fires. Too strong off the back iron. Rebounded by Michael Sorensen. And knocking down the tray is Dawson Dunbar for the Cardinals. First bucket from the floor for Chadron. Just under 5 minutes to play. Mendoza from downtown misses everything long. Loose ball on the floor. Everybody going after it. Chadron comes away. Here comes Chima. 2-on-2 the other direction. Poked away from behind by Mendoza. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals. 7-4 lead for Scottsbluff here in the early going. We've got 4:43 to play here in the opening quarter. Inbounding the basketball is Justice Alcorn. He'll toss it into Goran Chima. Alcorn flashes to the right wing. Travnicek defending on the perimeter. Alcorn bodies him, goes to the bucket. Good man-to-man defense played by Travnicek. Here comes Hari. Hari high dribble. Lofts it to Jackson Ostick into the ball game for the first time. Ostick operates along the baseline, finds a wide open Travnicek who can't knock down the bunny. Rebounded by Province. Into the front court, Dunbar hesitates, now dribbles into the paint area. Just inside the foul line, can't knock it down. Offensive rebound for Chadron. Missed three, Dunbar, ball sails long, out of bounds. It'll go to Scottsbluff. 7-4 Cats. Trevor Schwartz is on for the first time. Trevor, a 6'3 junior, as James Bruner goes to the bench. Kellen Harris to Schwartz. Jackson Ostick picks up his dribble. Now Kellen Harris into the corner. Trevor Schwartz will shoot the triple. Missed it short. Sailed underneath the net. Picked up by Ostick. Missed shot. Travnicek offensive rebound for Scottsbluff. And here comes Michael Sorensen clearing on the dribble for Chadron. And a whistle and a carry called against the Cardinals. 3:37 to go, opening quarter. Cats have it back. Couple of turnovers early from the Cardinals. Now they're going to go zone. Looks like a 1-3-1. Operating along the baseline. Schwartz gets it to Ostick, and a whistle and a foul. Wait to see who this one's charged to on the board. And this will go against Goran Chima as Ostick misses the first at the foul line. 3:25 to play in the first quarter. Ostick second, rattles out, tipping the rebound and tracking it down himself was Trevor Schwartz. Up top, Kellen Harris finds Schwartz. Good big-to-big look from one side of the paint to the other. Travnicek can't finish with the left hand. Here comes Chadron. Dunbar. Dunbar just inside the half-court stripe. Now Alcorn. Sorensen right side wing. Alcorn, a little pick and pop action. Now it's Dunbar with the long-range jumper. Offensive board underneath, Justice Alcorn. He's 1 for 4 at the foul line, and now he's got his first basket from the floor. He's got 3 points. The other 3 scored by Dunbar. For Scottsbluff, Harris, right elbow, pull-up jumper won't go. Offensive rebound, and Tyler Hari had it stripped away from behind. Here comes Chadron. It's 7-6. Scottsbluff leads it by 1. On the drive, Alcorn, a little wild on the drive, trying to get it to the opposite block to Chima, knocked away out of bounds. Kellen Harris will sit for Scottsbluff. 5 on the floor. Ostick, Hari, Schwartz, Travnicek, and Mendoza. Alcorn, boy, he is strong in the upper body on the drive. Missed the shot, offensive rebound controlled by the Cardinals. Chima backs it out. Scottsbluff man-to-man look here defensively. Chima. Now Alcorn, he'll shoot the triple. Trying to give Chadron the lead off the mark. Rebounded by Tyler Hari. Hari dribbles up the near side. Left side wing in the half court. Ostick, top of the key. Right side now with the basketball is Mendoza. Back to Ostick. Jackson Ostick. Chadron still in that 1-3-1 zone. Mendoza thought about shooting over top. And Hari will not think. He will fire. Misses long. And Trace Travnicek has it. Finds Hari underneath, and the layup for an easy deuce for Tyler Hari. Hari has 5 of the 9 for Scottsbluff. 2 for Bruner, 2 for Travnicek. Michael Sorensen. Now Dunbar fires a pass, intercepted by Trevor Schwartz. 3rd turnover here in the opening quarter, committed by Chadron. Mendoza to Hari, quick trigger, 3-ball down. Scottsbluff extends the lead to 12-6. Tyler Hari has 8 here in the first quarter, 8 of the 12 for the Cats. Alcorn catches up top. 40 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Right side now bumped along the baseline. Chima got fouled on the jump shot by Hari. First foul on Tyler Hari. 32 seconds to go, first quarter. Scottsbluff here in the boys bracket with a 12-6 lead against Chadron. And well short from Gaurav Chima. Right now Chadron 1 for 5 at the foul line. Chima misses the second. They are 1 for 6 at the stripe. Isaiah Mendoza, bounce pass to Jackson Ostick. We go under 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Mendoza to Schwartz. Ostick, Bruner thought about the 3. Schwartz will hoist one for a second time. That's too strong off the back of the iron. Tipped, and Chadron grabs the loose ball rebound. 5 seconds to play. In the corner, Chima gets the shot away at the buzzer. Partially blocked there by Trace Travnicek, and the buzzer sounds 1 quarter in to this brand new high school basketball season, and Scottsbluff has a 12-6 lead after 1 against Chadron on the West Coast scoreboard.
And see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with a new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
One of the 2 locations for our Western Conference tournament the next 3 days. This year's brackets being played at Gering and across town over at Scottsbluff. 2 boys games and a girls game here, all 3 on KDB.TV. Some of our fine sponsors there: Prime Metal Products, Papa Murphy's, Farm Bureau Sean Harvey, and Shelter Insurance Travis Hawk. Chadron basketball to start the second quarter. In the corner with it is Zach Werdekemper on for the first time, and the lefty hoists a 3. Underneath for the rebound is Isaiah Mendoza, and will have a foul called against the Cards. Scottsbluff in the opening 8 minutes got 8 points from Tyler Hari, a deuce from James Bruner, and a pair of free throws from Travnicek. Dunbar hit a 3 for Chadron. Alcorn, their other basket from the field, and he had a free throw in there as well. Chadron just 1 for 6 at the foul line in the first quarter. Had a combined 5 turnovers, 3 from Chadron. 12-6 our score, 7:27 to play in the first half. Inbounds pass for Scottsbluff comes to Kellen Harris. They'll work against the zone. Schwartz has it right side. In the air, high post, good look, right block shot. Blocked from behind as Chima swatted it out of the hands of Isaiah Mendoza. A little over 40 seconds gone by. Now Harris knocks down a long deuce from the left corner. Kellen Harris has his first points of the season. Younger brother of former Scottsbluff star Trent Harris. And bobbled around on the far side wing that time, and Wardekemper had it poked away. Multiple substitutions. Sorensen, Dunbar, and Province come back into the game for the Cards. Alcorn stays on, as does Chima. For Scottsbluff, Ostick, Harris, Bruner, Schwartz, and Mendoza. The 5 on the floor for head coach Scott Golian. Justice Alcorn gives it off to Dawson Dunbar. Dunbar, little dribble handoff action, poked away and stolen. Turnover number 4 committed by Chadron. Outlet pass up ahead quickly. Mendoza can't knock it down from about 5-6 feet away along the left baseline. Chadron rebounds, and Dunbar's got it across the timeline. They'll set up shop here in the half court. Dunbar left side with it now is Sorensen. They enter into the post. Up top, Alcorn. He'll shoot a high arcing triple. Too strong off the back of the iron. Xander Province grabs the offensive rebound. Dunbar off the square, would not drop, and rebounded by Trevor Schwartz. Kellen Harris quickly ahead to Bruner. Bruner looks opposite, behind the arc, now down low. Ostick puts up a little jump hook with the right hand, and Jackson Ostick. Scottsbluff off to a quick 4-0 start here in quarter number 2, and they've got their first double-digit lead of the game. They're up 16-6. Tate Talkington, who had 2 quick fouls, looks like he'll check back in. Stolen out high by Harris. Harris goes behind his back, takes some contact, and 2 shots coming for the youngster, Kellen Harris, who came up with the steal. Couldn't finish on the other end, but took a little body contact, and he'll shoot 2 at the stripe. Kellen knocks down the first. He is going to be a big-time player for the Bearcats these next 3 seasons. Just absolutely no question about it. Harris short and right with the second. He's 1 for 2. Scottsbluff is 3 for 4 at the line as a team. Gorov Chima left side. It's an 11-point lead for the Bearcats. Behind the back dribble, now in the right corner with it, Dunbar. Tried to find Province cutting middle into the paint. Stolen. And Province on the other end, and I think they're going to get a foul called against either Chima or Province. Both were in the neighborhood after another turnover, third of the quarter already committed by the Cardinals. And that foul goes on Chima. That'll be his second. Whichever direction they win, it would have been a second, whether it was Chima or Province. Scottsbluff led 12-6 at the end of 1. Harris now's missed 3 straight at the foul line. He's 1 for 4. Fake the dribble handoff action. Dunbar picks up the dribble. Now Talkington defends on the perimeter. Ball is deflected, loose, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cards. .4:55 to play in the first half. All three games from Gering tonight for the Western Conference Tournament on KDB.TV. All three from Scottsbluff, also on KDB.TV. Couple of different channels for Allo, 15 and 190. Good find from Alcorn to Province, and he's got his first points of the quarter, nearly 3.5 minutes in. 17-8, Hari to the high post. Now Bruner out of the right corner, excuse me. Hari too strong with the tray. Here comes Province. Province, a long strider on the dribble. Now a pass is intercepted by Hari. Hari tried to go to the Euro step, got fouled. Foul on the floor. It's whistled against Michael Sorensen. (17-8). Scottsbluff will inbound along the baseline. Hari to play it in. Ostick flashes to the right corner. Tyler Hari on the catch. Now it's Tate Talkington. He'll shoot the triple. That rims out. Rebounded by Alcorn. Alcorn has been very, very active here for Chadron early. Shot hasn't really fallen. He's been off the mark at the foul line, but he'll be in the mix all season long here for Chadron. Get a travel called against Tyler Hari after he hit the deck looking for a loose ball. 17-8, 3:51 to play in the first half. Nearly intercepted on the perimeter by Trace Travnicek. Alcorn directing traffic. Wants Dunbar to come get it, he does. Bump on the out near the top of the key, and that'll go against Travnicek. First foul on Trace Travnicek. Alcorn on the catch. Left wing puts it on the deck. And the finish with the swooping layup across the paint. Alcorn has 5 of the 10 for the Cardinals. Scottsbluff leads Chadron 17-10. Kellen Harris missed everything from behind the arc. Ball sails out of bounds. 3:19 to play, second quarter. 4, 6, and 8 are the start times for the 3 games here at Gering. Second ball game on KDB.TV will be Sydney and Alliance on the boys' side. We've got a whistle and a foul called on Scottsbluff, and Alcorn will shoot 2 at the stripe. Alcorn so far 1 for 4, make it 2 for 5 at the stripe. He has 6 points. That leads the way for Chadron. Dunbar with 3, Province with 2. Missing short. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Scottsbluff. That last foul was charged to James Bruner, his first. Dunbar will inbound from the near side. Province flashes high. Now Alcorn is the recipient of the inbounds pass. Now Alcorn. Shot blocked by Bruner. Talkington has it. Tate Talkington in the open floor. Poked away. Kellen Harris there grabs a loose ball. Now we get a whistle. And a double dribble is the call. Turnover number 4 committed by Scottsbluff. 17-11, 2:51 to play, first half action. Low scoring first half, not all that unexpected. You figure everybody's going to need a couple of weekends to find some sort of rhythm or stride. Missed shot off the left wing. We've got a foul. This will go against Mendoza for Scottsbluff. 17-11 the score, 2:36 to play in the half. Chadron will inbound underneath their own basket. They'll lob it into Province behind the three-point line. Top of the key. Now Alcorn used the screen. He's got Bruner defending. Tegan Scoggin into the game for the first time here this afternoon. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout taken by Scottsbluff head coach Scott Golian. We'll break with them. Excuse me, 2:18 to play here in the first half. Scottsbluff with a 17-11 lead over Chadron on the West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by B&C Steel, Buyers Realty, WNCC, Extreme Dense, and by Platte Valley Companies.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help.
On 3 3-point field goals, Tyler Hari has a pair, and now Mendoza hits one. Hari comes up with a steal on the perimeter. 7 turnovers committed by Chadron. The lean-in jumper from just inside the foul line, too strong for Hari. Outlet pass, Alcorn not looking for it, as Werdekemper turns it over. 8 turnovers now committed by Chadron. Bruner inbounds to Tate Talkington. Talkington to Mendoza. Mendoza now Hari. He'll launch again. He's got his 3rd tray of the first half. Tyler Hari has 11. Looks like Ostick and Schwartz will check back in at the next dead ball for the Bearcats. They've got their biggest lead of the ball game now at 12, 23-11. Alcorn on the catch, Bruner on the swat. Scoggin. Now Dunbar. Dunbar back to Tegan Scoggin, a 6'1" junior. Out high. And we're going to get a foul called against Xander Province. It'll be his second. Two fouls on Province. Scottsbluff basketball. Under a minute to play in the opening half for this brand new high school hoop season. Long 3 on the way. Mendoza buries it. Isaiah Mendoza, a couple of late 3 balls here in the first half. 3 trays in the quarter for Scottsbluff. They lead 26-11. Dunbar brings it into the front court for Chadron. High screen on the floor. That's Cody Hall who set that screen. Whistle and a travel called against Dunbar. 6 turnovers in the quarter. Committed by Chadron. 20 seconds, and Scottsbluff has always been so good at these into quarter, into half offensive possessions. Ostick, good learning experience here for this brand new unit in this situation. Mendoza dribbles inside the arc. He's along the baseline. Ball got tipped. Mendoza, they don't get the shot away. And again, as mentioned, a learning experience. 2 quarters in the book. We are at halftime It is 26-11. Scottsbluff leads it here at the break. They lead by 15 over Chadron on the West Coast scoreboard.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or worn spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you.
To 6. We'll get you some halftime stats. We'll check some of the numbers coming up here in just a few minutes. But first, let's just kind of give you a rundown of what you can expect the rest of the night, both here at Gering and over at Scottsbluff. 6 teams is all in both these brackets. You've got Scottsbluff, Gering, Chadron, Mitchell, Sidney, and Alliance all competing in both the girls and boys brackets. Our opener here at Gering tipped off at 4, boys ball game. We're at halftime. Scottsbluff leads Chadron 26-11. Game 2, a boys matchup with Alliance and Sidney. And then the nightcap here, a girls matchup with Scottsbluff taking on Alliance. Jeff Kelly's got the 3 games on the TV side. Both Gering games on radio tonight on KMOR. They're over at Scottsbluff. The 3 games there. It is a opener on the girls' side with Chadron against Mitchell, game 2, and then it'll be a 6 and 8 Gering girls and boys back-to-back doubleheader. You've got the Gering girls playing Sidney at 6, and then the late game, Jeff will have his boys matchup tonight with Mitchell and Gering. And then tomorrow, all 3 boys games will be here at Gering, and all 3 girls games will be at Scottsbluff. Championship games on Saturday will tip off at 2 o'clock, and again, those will have dueling start times and opposite locations. One here and one over at Scottsbluff. The boys' title game at the home of the Bearcats, and the girls' championship game right here at Gering High. Halftime of game number 1 of the season. Western Conference Tournament, boys round 1 game at the break. Scottsbluff leads Chadron by the score at 26-11 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Prime Metal Products, Papa Murphy's, Farm Bureau Agent Sean Harvey, and by John's Body Shop.
Come in and see the many toys at TC and More. Toys for every age can be found at TC and More, 1621 Broadway, Scottsbluff.
Till 5 o'clock. Game 1 of the Western Conference Tournament boys bracket. Scottsbluff leading Chadron by the score of 26-11. They are up by 15. Let's get a look at some of the scoring numbers here for both these squads. We'll start with Scottsbluff. At the end of one, they were on top 12-6. Here at the break, Tyler Hari leads all scorers. He's got 11 with 3 3-point field goals included. 6 points for Isaiah Mendoza. Pair of trays in the second quarter to get him going. 3 points for the sophomore Kellen Harris. He's 1 for 4, is all at the foul line. Trace Travnicek got both his points at the line. Jackson Ostick has 2, and also with the first basket of the game and 2 points at halftime, it's James Bruner. You add all that up, you get the 26. Scottsbluff 12 in the first, and they scored 14 in quarter number 2. Now taking a look at the Chadron side of the scorebook. 6 points in the opening quarter, 5 in the second. Really the key number for Chadron. They've got 9 turnovers unofficially by my count. 6 of those came in the second quarter. Leading those Cardinals in scoring is Justice Alcorn with 6. He is just 2 for 6 at the foul line. Dawson Dunbar has 3, and Xander Province has 2 points. 6 in the first quarter, 5 in the second as a team for Chadron. At half, it's 26-11. Scottsbluff leads by 15 over Chadron on the West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Prime Metal Products, Papa Murphy's, Farm Bureau Agent Sean Harvey, and by John's Body Shop.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Game number 2 here from Gering will be a TV-only broadcast with the Sydney boys taking on Alliance. All 18 games, both girls and boys, 9 each, total of 18. All going to be televised on KDB.TV, Allo Channel 15, Allo Channel 190. Over the next 3 days, some of our fine sponsors for that: Panhandle Co-op, Paul Reed Construction, Ideal Linen, and Elite Physical Therapy. One of our regular fine high school sports sponsors is Wells Fargo Advisors. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving their clients' personal financial goals. You can call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, you'll go far. Scottsbluff heading back out onto the court right now. They'll get some warm-up tosses in. We'll step away. Second half action not too far off here on the Rural Radio Network. At the half, it's Scottsbluff up by 15. They lead Chadron 26-11 on our West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Prime Metal Products, Papa Murphy's, Farm Bureau Agent Sean Harvey, and by John's Body Shop.
Come in and see the many toys at TC and More. Toys for every age can be found at TC and More, 1621 Broadway, Scottsbluff.
High school basketball coverage on the Rural Radio Network. Game 1 of this Western Conference tournament here in the boys bracket. Scottsbluff leading Chadron at halftime by the score of 26-11, a 15-point lead. Head coach Scott Golian meeting with his guys before we get the third quarter started. Same story on the other end, on the Chadron bench with their head coach, Mitch Berry. Whistle blows, and we're just about ready to get half number 2 underway. Tyler Hari leads all scorers with 11 at the break. That includes 3 3-point makes for the 6'4" junior sharpshooter. It'll be Harris, Talkington, Mendoza, Brunner, and Hari. Same starting 5 for Scottsbluff that they had to start this ball game. Kellen Harris has it. He'll bring it across the timeline. Top of the key, Tate Talkington. Now Mendoza bodies his way. Had a pretty decent look, but couldn't knock it down. Here comes Chadron, their first possession of the second half. Dunbar throws it back out top. And with it is Gorov Chima. Now Justice Alcorn. Alcorn gives it to Dunbar. Dunbar off the glass for a deuce. Dawson Dunbar now with 5 points. Into the front court with it for Scottsbluff is Kellen Harris. Long triple from Mendoza. Ball batted in the air. Loose now underneath the basket. Saved by James Brunner. Hari's 3 off the iron. Backboard, a little more iron. Rolls off into the hands of Xander Province. Now Dunbar. Gorov Chima. Quick catch and shoot. Back-to-back buckets for Chadron. And they are within 11 now, 26-15. Scottsbluff has the lead. Hari drains one from the left corner, his 4th 3. He's got 14. The coming out party here for 6'4" junior Tyler Hari. 14 points, 12 of those from long range. Out high, dribble handoff action. Gorov Chima had it knocked away. Hari got the steal, and he'll take it in and lay it up for the easy 2-point field goal. That comes off the 10th Chadron turnover of the game. Alcorn goes behind his back, finds a wide open Province underneath the basket. And Xander Province has his 2nd bucket of the game. Another baseline drive from Mendoza. Rolled all the way around the rim. Came off, and Province the defensive rebound. Dunbar backs the dribble out for a moment. Now a foul called on the reach. They get Isaiah Mendoza. That'll be his 2nd. 106.9 The Trail, our radio broadcast, of course, KDB.TV. All 18 games on the TV side. The next 3 days, Province. And it winds up in the hands of Dawson Dunbar. Missed badly on the long-range shot. Hari feeling it. Too strong. Can't knock that one down from deep. Dunbar. Right side with it. Crossover dribble. Alcorn got deep. He knew Brunner was there. That affected the shot. Province knocks it in. Chadron already with their highest scoring quarter of the game. 6 in the first, 5 in the second. They got 8 points already here to start the second half. In the third quarter, Tate Talkington catches, and he walked with it. .438 to play in the third quarter. Guys come to the bench, they get their masks, mask up along the bench area. Dunbar, little screen and roll action. Province on the catch, goes up. That ball about just squirted its way up and dropped in. Didn't go, but Province will get 2 now at the foul line. Second personal on Tyler Hari. Hari leads all scorers with 16 points. Province playing well here in the third quarter. He's got 5, which gives him 7 for the game. 4:28 to play, and it's an 11-point lead for Scottsbluff. Province gets both. Hari on the catch. Kellen Harris with the right hand. He'll stop and pop. Triple. Too strong. Comes off, rebounded by Dawson Dunbar. Dunbar rushes it up into the front court. Right side, Justice Alcorn now with it. Sorensen on the slip to the bucket, tried to find Province cutting. Ball batted away. Second turnover of the quarter. That's 11 in the game for the Cardinals as far as turnovers are concerned. Jackson Ostick. Now Kellen Harris. Harris to Schwartz. Mid-post area. And a whistle, and a little bit out of his comfort zone as far as the spot on the floor on the catch. Looking to make a move was Trace Travnicek. The whistle and a travel called against Travnicek. I've got 6 turnovers committed by Scottsbluff. Dunbar dribbles left, up top, Alcorn open, he'll fire off the backboard, offensive rebound, Province. They'll lob it to Gorov Chima. Chima, little shot fake, dribbled into the middle of the paint area, lost it, picked up by Province. 3 left side would not go for Dunbar. Here comes Scottsbluff with Kellen Harris. Harris, nifty little left-handed pass, got it to Ostick, who couldn't convert the shot. Rebounded by Travnicek, keeps possession for the Cats. Ostick, Hari, too strong, board. Travnicek misses with the left. Offensive rebound, second on the possession there for the Cats. This one went to Hari. And a foul called against Chadron. And Tyler Hari will be at the foul line.
The Lady Cardinals pulled up here as well. They lead 17-16, 5.5 left.
Trace Travnicek took a shot. Looks like he's okay. At halftime, like they've just gone early stages second half, Chadron with a 16-12 lead at the break against Mitchell in girls action. Hari converts at the line. His first foul shot of the game. Kellen Harris out. Tate Talkington back in for Scottsbluff. Sorensen and Province. And Province has been their main man here in the second half. Offensive board. Travnicek rolls off the iron. He grabs the miss. And then misses for a second time. Hari 1 of 2. Dribble handoff action. Down low on the catch with it is Cody Hall. Hall again has it. Back to Alcorn. Try to wrap around pass, trying to find Hall. Turnover number 12 committed by Chadron. Wide open underneath. Trace Travnicek. It will not go. Struggling on those close range shots right now. Gorov Chima with a runner. Left it short. Trevor Schwartz the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor. Schwartz, bounce pass. Travnicek to Talkington. Left it well short. Alcorn grabs the miss. 10-point lead for Scottsbluff, 31-21. Dunbar with it. We've got 3:45 to play in the third quarter. Dawson Dunbar picks up his dribble just inside the foul line. Right side wing. Now Alcorn, now Chima. Gorov Chima out high right. Chadron staying patient. Really haven't started to run any offense on this set yet. Up top, Orta Kemper. A lot about the three-point hoist. Instead brings it back down. They run some more offense. Alcorn spins his way to the rack, and it falls in. Working against Trace Travnicek, Justice Alcorn. Tough kid. 31-23. Up and under, shot would not drop for Talkington. Whistle, foul. That'll go against Alcorn. Couple of substitutions now for Scottsbluff as Mendoza and James Bruner come on. 3 fouls now on Justice Alcorn. Isaiah Mendoza connects for his third triple. Seven made trays for Scottsbluff in the game. 21 of their 35 points. 35-23 our score. Province. Up top, Chima. I was looking at the wrong scoreboard. Everything had paused on the new digital board, the old school scoreboard. We're under 50 seconds to go in this third quarter. 35-23, now 38 seconds to play. Whistle and a foul. That'll go against Province in transition. Xander Province picks up his third. 38 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Scottsbluff will inbound along the baseline. Mendoza lobs it in out high to Trevor Schwartz. On the catch, Tate Talkington. The catch and the shoot. Move there for Talkington. The triple drops. He's got his first points of the game. 8 3-point field goal for the Bearcats as they go in front now by 15 once again. 38-23. Dunbar's runner short off the front of the iron. Rebound by Schwartz with 15 seconds to play. Here comes Ostick. Runs it to the rim and it drops in. Hit the heel of the iron, popped up and fell through. 3 seconds to play. Dunbar can't score it at the horn. And Scottsbluff after 3 has their biggest lead of the game. They are on top 40-23. After 3 quarters of action, they have a 17-point lead against Chadron here on the West Coast scoreboard.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group.
TV and 106.9 The Trail. We start fourth quarter action here at Gering High School. Scottsbluff boys on top of Chadron by the score of 40-23. Into the front court with it is Dawson Dunbar. Cardinals have it to start the fourth. Gorov Chima dumps it down low to Xander Province. Chima. Right side wing extended. Now Alcorn. Dribble handoff action left side. And we're going to get a travel called against Michael Sorensen. 13 turnovers committed by Chadron here in the game. Leading scorer is Tyler Hari for both these teams. He's got 17. 9 for Isaiah Mendoza for Scottsbluff. He's got 3 trays. Hari's connected on 4. And Tate Talkington has 1. Total of 8 made threes for Scottsbluff in this game. Mendoza inbounds to James Bruner. With it is Schwartz. Now a 3 from Mendoza. Too strong. Rebound comes off. Chima had it. Poked away by Talkington into the hands of Sorensen. Crossover dribble in the open floor for Alcorn. Almost got him free. Dunbar, Chima right side. Chima puts it on the deck. Well, I tried to clear some space with that off arm. Probably came pretty close to getting an offensive foul called. Gambling up top, Mendoza didn't get the steal, and that leaves Chima with a mid-range jump shot that he knocks down. Now a turnover committed by Scottsbluff, their 7th of the game. Chima can't get it to go from deep, rebounded by Schwartz for the Bearcats. Missed shot, ball loose, out of bounds. It'll go back to Chadron. Chadron had their highest scoring quarter of the night in that third quarter when they came up with 12 points. Scottsbluff's had double-digit scoring all 3 quarters thus far at 12, 14, and 14. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in our final stanza here for game 1 of 3 tonight at Gering. They dump it down low. Province on the catch. Turns, can't get it to drop off the square. Rebounded by the Bearcats, and now we get a whistle and a travel in the backcourt called against the Bearcats. Just some miscommunication. Hari wanted to get rid of the ball. Teammate turned to go the other direction. Sorensen, now Dunbar. 15-point lead for Scottsbluff. Dawson Dunbar. And we're going to get a foul called on the Cats, Jackson Ostick. .5:40 to go in regulation. Into the third quarter, girls action. Mitchell leads Chadron 29-23. Chadron with 14 turnovers as they give it back to the Cats. Been a quiet opener thus far for Kellen Harris. He has just 3. James Bruner out high. Now Harris on the catch. That 3 too strong. Grabbed by Province, and here comes Chadron running the other way. Alcorn off the square, it would not go. Loose ball underneath Justice Alcorn. We're going to get a reach-in foul called against Scottsbluff. That'll go against James Bruner.
10 seconds for station identification here on KCS.
Bruner checks out. Trace Travnicek re-enters the ball game. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering. They offer their Bumps and Bruises program. 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. That's Monument Physical Therapy in Gering, one of our fine high school sports sponsors. Outlet pass off the Chadron miss. Ostick might have had it partially blocked from behind. Here comes Chadron. Province gives it up to Dunbar. Dunbar streaks his way to the rim off the right side of the foul line. Gets it to go, and he's going to get a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play. Dawson Dunbar now has 7. It is a 13-point lead for Scottsbluff. Chadron's Dunbar at the line. Can't convert on the 3-point play. Talkington, Travnicek wide open underneath. Easy bucket for Trace Travnicek. Trace has 4. Scottsbluff leads 42-27. Sorensen, Chima, Alcorn out of the right corner. 3 is short, rebounded by Province. Great athlete, gives it to Alcorn. We've got a nice 1-2 punch between Province and Alcorn. Dunbar looks like he'll be pretty solid handling the basketball. It's going to give Chadron good chance in most of their games this season, you would think. And Alcorn started 2 for 6 at the line in the first half. Now 3 for 7 after that make. He's got 9. Second rolls in. That last foul was the 3rd of the game on Trace Travnicek. Wide open underneath. Tyler Hari. Kind of double clutch, left the shot short. Knocked away out of bounds. Cats will play it in. Hari comes off a screen. Tyler Hari. Now Tate Talkington got the feet set, knocked in the 3. Talkington tickles the twine from deep for the second time. And Scottsbluff leads by 16, 45-29. .342 to play. Gorov Chima, high arcing 3. Cats grab the miss. Harris to Ostick. Now Talkington. Shot fake, got the defender in the air. And then as he put it on the floor, filling that spot that he vacated was Hari. Got it to him, couldn't knock it down. Alcorn plays nifty with the ball in his hands on the dribble anywhere around the free throw lane area. At the line, along the edges of the foul line. He's got a good handle in tight spaces with some traffic around him, and he's at the line to shoot a couple. He has struggled at the foul line. Hit his last 2, but he is 4 for 9 in the ball game. 31-19. And back-to-back misses for Alcorn. Mendoza in the backcourt, gives it to Kellen Harris. Poked away. Mendoza back to Kellen. Finds Hari wide open, swoops his way to the iron, lays it off the square for 2. Tyler Hari has 19 points. We've got a timeout taken. Full timeout. 2:52 to play in the game. Scottsbluff leads by 18 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group, Runza Restaurants,
29, 27.
The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing, and by Chimney Rock Chiropractic.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Meet at Tri-City Stormwater.
Western Conference basketball coverage on the Rural Radio Network, TV, and also radio for our 2 Scottsbluff games here tonight. We'll have all 3 from Gering on KNB.TV and Allo Channel 190. Games on Allo Channel 15, all 3 from over at Scottsbluff High. And the 2 Gering games at 6 and 8 with Jeff Kelly on 93.3 KMOR as well. Out of the timeout, 2:47 to play. Chadron brings it across the timeline. Little run and jump action here for Scottsbluff as they go zone out of the timeout. Gorov Chima inside the arc on the dribble, gives it to Dunbar. Back to Chima. Now Dunbar, contested, long two-point field goal, too strong, back iron, battling for the board, Sorensen and Talkington, jump ball, it'll go to Scottsbluff. 2:25 to play in regulation. Scottsbluff leads 47-29. Tight one at Scottsbluff High. Girls game between Mitchell and Chadron. Game 2 over at Scottsbluff will be girls action, Gering and Sydney. Our second game here, Alliance boys and Sydney. And then our nightcap, Scottsbluff girls take on Alliance. Isaiah Mendoza got free on the nice feed from Tate Talkington. Isaiah Mendoza now with 11. And we'll start to see some of the guys coming off the end of the bench. Turnover for Chadron and the breakaway dunk for James Bruner. His first basket since he opened the scoring here tonight. This one comes with a little bit of authority on the two-hand throwdown from Bruner. Now another whistle. We've got a timeout taken on the floor. This will be a full with 1:33 to play in the game. Scottsbluff up big on Chadron. 51-29 our score on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Back to live action. Scottsbluff and Chadron. Boys contest open up the Western Conference boys bracket. 51-29 our count right now. Cats have been in control most of the way. So Josiah Stans is checked in. Also off the bench, Michael Mickey, Andon Pittman. Trevor Schwartz is on, as is Trace Travnicek. Schwartz and Travnicek have seen plenty of action so far tonight. Now we get some deep on the bench subs. Dayton Richardson comes on for Chadron. Sean Schremer as Province. Gets 1 of 2. Scottsbluff basketball, up top with it. Mickey's jumper, too strong. Rebound comes off. Tipped by Travnicek into the hands of Schwartz. Travnicek underneath, can't get it to go off the square with the right hand. Offensive board grabbed by Trevor Schwartz. He's fouled. Nope, we get a walk call. Schwartz walked with the basketball. They've got Scottsbluff down now for 10 turnovers unofficially. Into the front court is Scoggin for Chadron. Left side, Richardson. Up top, and Werdekemper hoists the 3. That's short. A little flat on that long release. And we're coming up on 30 seconds to go in game number 1. Michael Mickey along the baseline, a little leaner, would not drop. Ball's tip comes off, hits the baseline, touch last by the Cats. And Chadron will get it back with 25 seconds to play. 51-30 is the score. Scottsbluff up by 21. Tip now with it is Werdekemper. Wardekemper gets it back. He's being defended by Schwartz. 4 seconds to play. Richardson on the cut. They get it to Cody Hall. That would have been a nice finish for Chadron. Hall can't get the shot to drop, and our final score here in the opener, it's Scottsbluff winning comfortably 51-30 over Chadron. We'll come back and get to our Runs of post-game show right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our professional team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level because we have sleep disorders too. We use CPAP every night, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with most major insurance companies in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
A final from Gering High School for the high school basketball season opener for the boys Western Conference tournament here this week. Action the next 3 days. Scottsbluff and Gering High Schools. The Scottsbluff boys here at Gering knock off Chadron by the score of 51-30. 4 players score is all for Chadron in our contest. Scottsbluff winds up with 7 in the book, 2 in double figures. We'll get to a check of our post-game numbers brought to you by Paul Reed Construction and Supply. They've been in business for over 35 years, headquartered in Gering. The company provides an array of services ranging from commercial and industrial building construction to heavy highway earthwork and installation of underground utilities. They've also got the rock pile division and service and equipment. Paul Reed Construction on 10th Street in Gering. Chadron post 1 double-digit scoring quarter. They get 6 in the first, 5 in the second, 12 in the third, their top quarter, and they finish with 7 points in the fourth. 11 first half points, 19 in the second. I had Chadron down for 15 turnovers unofficially for the ball game. And leading Chadron in scoring was Justice Alcorn with 10, 6 in the first half, 4 in the second. Xander Province finished with 9, 1 shy of double figures. He scored 6 of his 9 in the third quarter, 7 points for Dawson Dunbar, and Gorov Chima finished with 4 for Scottsbluff. 2 in double figures. The game high score for either team was junior Tyler Hari, who finished with 19. Isaiah Mendoza hit double digits with 11. Next in line was Tate Talkington. He hit a couple of threes, finished with 6. 4 points apiece for James Bruner, Jackson Ostick, and Trace Travnicek. And Kellen Harris, the sophomore, with a 3-point effort here in game number 1 of the season. 51-30 our final score, and Scottsbluff down unofficially with 10 turnovers on the night. They scored 12 in the first, 14 in the second, 14 more in the third, and then an 11-point fourth quarter effort. They finished 26 in the first, 25 in the second half, and they beat Chadron tonight by the final of 51-30. We'll step away, come back with more right after this on our post-game show. 51-30 the final on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Back on our Runza post-game show, Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. Scottsbluff and Chadron play game number 1 here for the Boys Western Conference Tournament. Why don't we step away quickly? We'll come back and visit with Scottsbluff head coach Scott Golian right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Travis Hawk, Panhandle Co-op, All Reed Construction, and by Ideal Linen.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Tonight as we catch up for the first time this year with head coach Scott Golian after a Bearcat victory to open the year against Chadron, the final 51-30. And coach, whether it's you or any other head coach around the region or state, I think everybody expects plenty of bumps in the road as you try to find a little bit of a rhythm here early in the year. Not a lot of work over the summertime. You come off a week of no practice during Thanksgiving week, so a cram session early this week to kind of get ready for tonight. Overall thoughts, how do you think the guys handled things?
I think you could tell his first game, and I think you could tell that it was maybe we lost a week of practice. I think you could tell both of those things out of the gate. I mean, I really liked the way our guys competed, though. I thought they competed hard. I thought they played defense pretty hard. We can't give up that many offensive rebounds, though. Way too many offensive rebounds. Offensively, I thought we did a fairly decent job. I thought we left a lot of opportunities on the court too. But when we did things right, I thought we got good looks, and I thought we got a lot of good looks. We just have to finish more. We got some under the basket that we just didn't finish. Missed some open threes. But I thought, for the most part, I mean, I'm really pleased with the first outing out.
You know, it's your first experience with it. I saw it a little bit late in the year for volleyball with the limited attendance, quiet gyms. What was the feel like just in general for you, or maybe did your guys mention anything, just overall the atmosphere?
You know, I mean, obviously it's different.
Happy to be here playing.
Yeah, happy to be here playing. Thankful we get the opportunity. The environment's going to be what it is. I mean, we talked about it before the game. We got to create our own energy, and we want to do that anyways, no matter if it's packed gym or nobody here. I mean, we got to do that ourselves. We can't rely on someone else. For me, once we kind of got in the game, you don't really notice how many people are here, and I think that's probably similar for our guys. I mean, obviously there's some different plays at times, and you're like, man, if that would happen in a packed house, this place would be, the roof would have went off or something like that. But I think guys are glad to be playing, and I think they created pretty good energy for the most part.
19 points I got down for Tyler Hari. Gets his first varsity start. Obviously, you got a ton of scoring to replace from a year ago, and Tyler stepped up as I think everybody expected he would with 19. I had him down for 4 made threes. So thoughts on your 6'4" junior?
No, he can shoot the ball. He definitely wasn't shy tonight. I think there's some things we need to work on with him about maybe some shot selection. But I like that he's shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got confidence in himself. And we need to make sure we can get him shots. And I mean, we got to find some other offense as well. But you know, he hit some open ones. I think he'll learn when he watches the film that the ones he missed were probably because they weren't very good shots taken. But first time out, you know, for him in a varsity game, he's going to learn, and we're excited to continue with them.
Much expected of Kellen Harris. Quiet tonight scoring-wise. I thought at least he wasn't forcing things too much. Overall, what words do improvements need to come for him to really take that next step and be the dominant type player he's going to be in his career?
Well, you know, I think he needs to get stronger first and foremost. He's got to get a little stronger. He's got to trust his abilities, I think. You know, there's times where he's like, well, I got by this guy, I'm enough by this guy, instead of just exploding by someone. I think he's got to realize when he can turn it on, you know, and go. Because I don't think many people can stay with him if they just get in a foot race. I think he's got to be a little bit more aggressive. I want him to be more aggressive, more assertive for our offense. But, you know, I thought he just missed some shots tonight. You know, I thought he took pretty good ones. But we just got to knock those in. I mean, that's pretty much our whole team, too. I thought we had good shots. We just got to knock them down.
You mentioned giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. Let's give a little bit of credit to Chadron, Alcorn, and Province. They're going to get a lot of offensive rebounds against everybody they play this year. That's an active duo. They're going to give some folks some problems.
You know, somebody 6'3", 6'4", athletic, strong, physical. They're gonna give a lot of people problems. They're gonna be problems for a lot of people. The scary part is when they start finishing their rebounds. If they finish their rebounds tonight against us, I mean, it's neck and neck game, or they're ahead, honestly. So we can't give up that many rebounds. We got to be more physical, and we got to get stronger. And that was one of our things coming into this year, is we're gonna have to figure out the intensity and physicality of varsity basketball. And I think we got a little dose of it tonight. And continuing on this weekend, we're going to get more of it.
Are you allowed into your own gym to get some scouting in tonight?
I don't think so.
Really?
I think we'll be, you know, the good thing is they set it up so the huddle focus cameras are going in both gyms. We can get the films, and we can go watch it at home.
Yep. On
TV. So that's what we're going to go do here.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping up. First one in the books, plenty to learn from, but always good when it winds up with W in the column. So that's
Definitely.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is.
Appreciate it.
Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Inglehop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Chris Kittrell back with you as we start to wrap things up here on the Rural Radio Network. TV coverage for all three tonight here at Gering. Scottsbluff in the boys bracket with a win over Chadron by the score of 51-30. They'll advance to tomorrow night with a 6 o'clock game here at Gering High to take on the winner of the Mitchell-Gering game. Those two play tonight against one another at 8 o'clock over at Scottsbluff. Coming up next, it'll be Alliance and Sydney. First things first, though, let's get to our Taco John's Player of the Game. Player of the Game honors for Scottsbluff. No surprise, they're going to go to Tyler Hari, the 6'4 junior, led both teams in scoring. He finished with 19 points on the evening, hit 3 first-half threes, added a fourth triple in the third quarter. 19 in the book tonight for Tyler Hari, the 6'4 junior. Your Taco John's Player of the Game. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. Russell's Automotive, they're a fine high school sports sponsor for us, your family-owned go-to for all those quality automotive repair needs. That's Russell's Automotive. Mentioned our next game up. It'll be TV only for Alliance and Sydney on the boys' side. And, of course, we're bringing you all 18 games on KDB.TV for this year's Western Conference Tournament. And wouldn't be able to do that without the help of all of our fine sponsors, folks like A. Elliott Law, FNBO, Northfield Retirement, Western Nebraska Regional Airport. I think we've mentioned everybody, and it is a long list from the start of the broadcast till now. So everybody that jumped on board to make this a reality, we sure appreciate that. 2 more TV games tonight, and then I'll have the nightcap TV and radio with the Scottsbluff girls in action against Alliance. A 6 o'clock tip, and for our TV coverage, we'll be back on here in about 25 minutes. We'll come on about 5 minutes till tip and get you all set for game number 2 from the boys bracket, Alliance and Sydney. The winner of that one will take on Chadron tomorrow at 8 o'clock. That'll be the late game tomorrow for the boys bracket. Once again, your final from game number 1 in the books a few minutes ago. A victory for Scottsbluff by the score of 51-30. That'll do it for game number 1. We've got 2 more to go on the TV side, radio and TV, for our final game tonight with the girls matchup with Scottsbluff and Alliance. We'll be back here at about 5 till 6. Get you set for tip-off for game number 2. Once again, 51-30 the final. Scottsbluff boys in the win column on opening night. They beat Chadron